This is Merritt Domion. She's a paramedic with our Washington County Life Saving Crew, and you've been a medic for?
Medic for 10, and EMS total for 16.
Okay. Merritt, I'm just going to get straight into it. What do you think is the biggest crisis in EMS within the past year 15 to 16 years?
So in the last 15 years, I would say the biggest crisis is probably the mental health strain on our EMS providers.
Right. Why do you, obvious, it's kind of obvious answer, but why do you think it's been a problem within EMS?
So when I started in EMS, I think the culture was kind of a, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen kind of culture.
Right.
And I think there are still a lot of people that have that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So when we deal with calls that are tough, we deal with things that humans shouldn't have to deal with, shouldn't have to see, shouldn't have to dream about, shouldn't have to just
have to work a shift.
Exactly. I think we are hesitant to reach out for help because I think there's still that, well, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
So you think the refusal to get help is part of the problem? Is that what you're
the refusal to get help and the overall stigma that comes with somebody that does say, hey, I think I need help with this.
Right, the whole mindset, not
Yep.
talking. So now to lead into the next question, how do you think the next generation of providers, or even you yourself, could change this and overcome it?
I'll freely admit that I'm in therapy. I go weekly.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily have to do with just the things I've seen in EMS, but EMS is a huge component of my therapy.
Yeah.
So because it's been a huge part of my life. I've been in it since I was 17.
So you think bringing that therapy into EMS?
Yes. I also think that just being more open-minded about mental health issues. If we have a provider that breaks a leg, we don't blink an eye. We take care of that person, we take them in the back of the truck, take them to the hospital,
Right.
They get taken care of, we send them flowers, send them cards, and we're like, hey, don't worry about it. We're gonna have everything taken care of until you're physically healed.
Right.
Just because the mental injuries aren't visible doesn't mean that we shouldn't be able to take care of our providers that have the same injuries mentally. And it leads into, how many of us that have been in EMS for 15 years can honestly say that we don't have some sort of cumulative PTSD?
Right. Dreams
So,
you think of that or something like
absolutely.
that. I like that parallel you use too. Also, like, it's not physical, you can't see it,
Right,
but at the same time we should treat it like it's physical
exactly.
because it can have the same effect.
And don't make your friends, don't make your colleagues, don't let your providers feel any less worthy of being a provider because they are having a tough time dealing with something mentally.
Right. Help them out.
So,
Well, I appreciate your time.
hey,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yay!